magnetic elements of Earth. A set of three quantities describe the magnitude and direction of Earth's magnetic field. And these are the three quantities: magnetic declination, magnetic dip, horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. So first, let's discuss about magnetic declination. So what do you mean by magnetic declination? So I had told you, if this is our Earth, this is the geographic axis passing through the geographic north pole and geographic south pole of the Earth, and this is the magnetic meridian or magnetic axis which passes through the magnetic north and magnetic south pole of the Earth, and there is an angle of separation between this geographic north and magnetic north. See, this is the angle, this is the geographic north, this is the magnetic north, and this is the angle between geographic north and magnetic north, and this angle is known as magnetic declination. Okay, and here also this same angle is there between the geographic south and magnetic south. So this angle is also magnetic declination. And this magnetic declination will be greater at high latitudes. High latitudes means at the poles. So this magnetic declination will be greater at poles or high latitudes, and it will be smaller at equator. It will be smaller at equator. Okay, greater at poles and smaller at equator. Okay, because this is the equatorial region. You know, this is the equatorial region. So here, when you see, the angle is less, and this is the polar region, and at the polar region the angle is more. Okay, so the angle between geographic north and magnetic north is denoted by theta, and that theta angle is known as magnetic declination, and it is greater at poles and smaller at equator. India lies near equator, so for our India, magnetic declination will be less because India lies near the equatorial region of the Earth. Okay, you must remember these 2 points. It's very important. Declination is greater at poles and smaller at equator. Let's discuss about magnetic dip. This magnetic dip is denoted by capital letter I. And this magnetic dip is also known as magnetic inclination. Okay, magnetic dip is also known as magnetic inclination. Now, what is this magnetic dip? It is the angle that the total magnetic field of Earth makes with its surface. It is the angle that the total magnetic field of Earth makes with its surface. So if you consider this as our Earth, and these are the magnetic field lines of Earth. Okay, and what will be the direction of magnetic field lines? See, if you consider, if you move in this direction, what is the direction of magnetic field at this point? And the direction of magnetic field line is obtained by drawing a tangent. You had studied this concept in class 10 physics. The direction of magnetic field at any point on the field line can be obtained by drawing a tangent at that point. So consider this point. If you want to find out the direction of magnetic field at this point, construct a tangent here. This tangent will gives you the direction of the total magnetic field at the point. And what is the angle between this magnetic field and the surface of the Earth? So this is the surface of the Earth, and this is our magnetic field. So this is the angle between the surface of the Earth and the direction of magnetic field. That angle is our magnetic dip or inclination. And at the polar region, what is the magnetic dip? See, this is the polar region, right? At the polar region, this is the Earth's surface, and our magnetic field lines originate perpendicularly from the poles, right? Here also it ends perpendicularly into the poles. So here what is the direction of magnetic field? Construct a tangent. The tangent will point normally like this, and this is the earth's surface. So what is the angle between magnetic field and the earth's surface? This is magnetic field, and the angle will be 90 degree. So at the poles, the value of magnetic dip is 90 degree. Very important concept. Okay, and what will be the value of magnetic dip at equator? See, this is the equatorial region, right? And in the equatorial region, what is the direction of magnetic field? So this is the direction of, this is the field line, and if you want to find out the magnetic field at this point, draw a tangent, and this will be the tangent. Okay, and what is the earth surface? This is our earth surface. So this is earth surface, this is the tangent, or this is the magnetic field. What is the angle between them? Both are parallel, so angle between them is 0. So at equator, what is the direction, or what is the value of dip? At equator, the value of dip is 0 degree. So from these two data, it is very clear magnetic dip is maximum at poles and minimum at equator. Okay, so what is magnetic dip? It is the angle between the total magnetic field of earth and the earth's surface, and it is maximum at the poles. What is the maximum value? 90 degree, and it is minimum at equator, and the minimum value is 0 degree. So that's all about magnetic dip. Let's talk about the horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. This is the third element that describes the Earth's magnetic field. So for that, consider Earth. Consider the magnetic field lines surrounding the Earth. If we consider a magnetic field, this arrow represents the total magnetic field of the Earth. Resolve this magnetic field into two mutually perpendicular directions. So this will be one component, and this will be the another component, and this angle will be I dip, because this is the angle between the Earth's magnetic field and the surface of the Earth. So this angle will be I, and this component which is near to I will be horizontal component. So this will be the horizontal component of the Earth's magnetic field, and let it be denoted by BH. Then this will be the vertical component of the Earth's magnetic field, and let it be denoted by BV. Okay, so what will be BH? BH is equal to, horizontal component is the component adjacent to theta, and that is B cos I. And what is vertical component? It will be B sin I. Okay, then what will be tan I? Just divide these two equations. Divide BV by BH. So BV by BH is equal to tan I. Okay, so tan I is equal to vertical component by horizontal component. And when I is 0, what happens to BH? BH is equal to B cos 0. B cos 0 is B. Cos 0 is 1. So B cos 0 is B. Then when I is 90 degrees. So this is the case when I is equal to 0. And when I is equal to 90 degree, what is BH? When I is equal to 90 degree, BH is 0. Because cos 90 is 0. So from this we can say the horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field is maximum when I is equal to 0. And in which case I will be equal to 0. Just before this slide, in the previous slide, we had discussed the case of dip. And dip is, that is, I is 0 at equator and I is 90 at poles. Okay, so the horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field is maximum when I equal to 0, and that is at the equator, and it is minimum or 0 at poles, that is when I is equal to 90 degree. Okay, and in the reverse we can say the vertical component PV is maximum at poles and it is minimum at equator. This is about the vertical component of the magnetic field. Okay. So you must remember the horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. It is maximum at equator and minimum at poles. Whereas the magnetic dip is minimum at equator and maximum at poles. And similarly, the magnetic declination is greater at poles and smaller at equator. Okay, so these three components of Earth's magnetic field is very, very important. You must remember the variation of these three components at equator as well as at poles. Okay.